Hey everybody, thanks a lot for joining me today. This is gonna be kind of a casual, like, sip some coffee, just sit back and chill kind of video. But it's something I just felt so compelled to do. And I feel like I might get emotional in this video. Like I'm just kind of feeling the vibe. But what I wanna talk about here are what I would call OG YouTubers, okay? That's like the best way to describe it. That's what I will say, and I think it will dawn on you what I'm talking about. People who really, I don't know, laid the foundation for the beauty community that we have today here on YouTube. People who were making videos consistently like years ago. Everyone on this list started their channel at 2010, but most of them before 2010. So that's what I mean. That's kind of the benchmark I set for the list that I was coming up with. And a lot of these people are people who I watch a lot. Some of them are people who I would like to see even more from. And some are just like newly rediscovered. But at some point in my journey on YouTube, they were an inspiration to me. And something I love about this list is there are no repeats here. By that I mean every single person I mention is a complete individual. Nobody is alike here, I don't feel. And that was a really precious thing about early YouTube, if you're not familiar with it. I just felt like there were so many people hopping on because it was a fun hobby. Nobody really knew a living could be made out of this. And that is throwing no shade at anyone who has gotten on here because they thought it could potentially do something good for their life in that manner. No problems, but these people happened onto this platform when YouTube was really centered on just helping people, like people hopping on with a good tip that they wanted to share with a little community of people they'd built. And I mean, I am one who, I did my first YouTube video in late 2007, and it's hard to maintain longevity here. From a viewership perspective, it's easy to just like glance at numbers and be like, well, why aren't you at 1 million yet? Because it's like 1 million has become a new sort of benchmark, I feel like, on YouTube, like one, if not multiple millions of subscribers. What I want to say every time I get asked that is, what about 100,000? Because I remember, and many of the people either on this list or people who really got into watching YouTube like back in that day are probably sitting there nodding their heads because like I remember when 100,000 was a unheard of number on this, and like people who were hitting that, I was like, what if I one day could ever hit 100,000? And I don't ever want to lose that person inside of me who feels that way, who feels the massive nature of that number, and also the gratitude and the appreciation for the fact that I did ever reach that milestone here. So just remember that if you're a viewer, you're on the outside looking in and you're wondering, well, why hasn't this person got here? Everybody's on a different journey, but I come from a place, and I'm sure many of these people do as well, when 100,000 was like, and I know goals change, and as we go along, we set our sights on different things. But for a time, like, that was major. And I don't know why I'm really talking about this. I guess I'm just trying to set the stage up for you that YouTube, in a time when a lot of these people were getting started out as well as myself, like, it was a different landscape then. There are people who I would like to be neighbors with. Many of them I've met, and the ones who I haven't met, I'd love to meet. If you are currently watching them, we'll be like high-fiving in the comments section, like, yes, if you haven't watched them in a while, go check them out. Like, make sure you're still subscribed, because I know YouTube does crazy things like unsubscribing you from channels that you genuinely watch and weird stuff like that. Give them some love and support on their channel, because it's hard, again, to have longevity and to have started way back when, and it's been a long time since any of us were new kids on the block, and keep churning out content over 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Like, that's a long time. So anyway, I'm gonna jump in now. Two names that I want to mention first who have not posted on their channel in at least several years, but I want to mention them because they were huge in inspiring me to start a channel. And I'm talking about EnKore, and I'm talking about Pursebuzz. Those two channels were two that I watched a lot and who made me feel like I could maybe do this. So thank you to them. I would love to see them back on here, like doing some videos every so often, just like a little life update, I don't know. But thank you so much to them. And now people who are currently just making videos, Julie G713. She is where my makeup education really came from, most of it, I feel. Outside of EnKore and Pursebuzz, like, I remember so early on in my channel watching and being inspired by Julie G's like flawless eye tutorials and just the way she did it, and like got in close and you could see on the eye what was really happening, and she would use like fun colors, and she seemed just like sort of this application wizard. And nowadays I think, you know, while she's doing her YouTube channel, she's got her nail polish, she's got a vlog channel as well, and I think she's doing professional makeup work on top of it. But if you check out her channel, you're gonna see, you know, I'm just glancing down at it, some tutorials, some really fun bright stuff. She had her colorblind mom doing her makeup was her last video. She has like the sweetest personality. When I met her in person at an IMATS in New York years ago, I was just completely taken aback. Like I couldn't believe that this person who I had watched and learned so much from, I was actually getting to see in the flesh, you know. But she is kindness. She is intelligence. She is creativity. Just all of that rolled into a cute little ball. So thank you, Julie G. Like, and when I say thank you, I mean like I should have way more to say than thank you. She is just so inspiring to me. 11thGorgeous. Let's talk about these ladies for a moment. I had the pleasure of meeting them at that IMATS as well, actually going to dinner with them and a few other ladies. And I remembered meeting them in person and coming away thinking, I wish they like lived in my town. I've felt that way a lot of times about different YouTubers that I've met out in the world, and I'm like, why can't they just be my neighbor? But I mean, they're so sweet and just have this exuberance about them that you do see in the video, because they have this, you know, kind of natural chemistry doing videos as a duo. But they are doing a really wide range of things on their channel. They're doing Ulta hauls. They're talking about Amazon. They're talking about TJ Maxx. They had Instagram followers control their life for a day. That's a really fun video idea. They have even talked about, can Shane Dawson help our channel? And I think that if you want a taste of, you know, the YouTube struggle, sometimes for people who have been on YouTube for a long time, you know, you'll watch that video and you'll feel their vulnerability and the situation that I think a lot of people are going through, wondering like, how do I get this mastered? Like, I'm getting views on this thing, then I try to do it again and maybe it doesn't go over so well. What am I doing wrong? Are people even actually getting my videos in their feed? Like, there's just so many questions, and I did feel like I could relate to a lot of what they were saying there. But I want to support them, and I want to say, hey, I love you guys and you're great, and I hope they keep doing what they're doing. And sometimes when it comes to like channel inspiration or what should I be doing, like it takes a little time stepping away from the noise. By noise, I mean kind of like, you know, the social media realm, and just thinking like, what comes to mind? What's making me happy? What will I put out that's like easy to put my heart and soul into, you know, to talk about? But I think they're great. They're OGs and I love them. Here's another, Makeup by Tiffany D. Why is it that we all, I think, remember a setting so much? Like when we started watching someone, so many people will be like, I watched you, and then it'll be followed by in the apartment, or back when you were in your other pink room, or something like that. And I remember watching Tiffany when she was in a closet, and still watching her to this day. And something I admire so much about her is the fact that I feel like she has remained so unchanged by YouTube. Like, she has gotten on here time after time, you know, she'll talk about products she loves, she'll do tutorials, she will integrate fashion and home and all kinds of things in her channel. But I feel like her preferences are not really swayed by necessarily what's super trendy or by what she thinks she should be talking about according to what maybe a bunch of other YouTubers are talking about. I feel like she thinks with her own freaking head, and unapologetically so. I like that she'll talk about luxury products. She'll mention, I mean, I have tried things that Tiffany has recommended and they have become like lifesavers. That Dove dry spray, you know, deodorant stuff, that was her. The tip of like dampening a beauty blender and using it to like touch up and bounce it in around your already applied concealer and softening it up and making it look all fresh again, like that was her. I think she's a lovely, honest, real person, but on top of it all, she has provided actual game-changing advice to me in the beauty realm. I remember when I met her, I was at an IMATS in LA. At the time, I had just learned I was pregnant with Belle, and I remember going up to her and being kind of nervous, like, hi, my name's Emily. But yeah, I have massive respect for Tiffany, and I love her attitude. Let's talk about MakeupGeek. Marlena. I mean, here's a YouTuber who started out as a YouTuber. She's built a brand. She's taken that brand now into Target stores. There's an ongoing theme here on this list, and it's people who seem genuinely kind. And that's where this is coming from. Some of the things she's done lately. I mean, she will talk about new launches that are coming to MakeupGeek. She did a non-Instagram makeup tutorial, which is kind of fun. I love her current obsessions videos. She did cooking with my mom. I feel like she is joyful, inspiring, creative, and maybe there are people now at this point who like know a lot about MakeupGeek cosmetics, but maybe you don't know as much about the person behind it. I think you need to definitely be subscribed to her channel and see what she's doing there. Okay, KristinGehm. Near and dear to my heart. Heart of gold on this human being. Just wonderful person. I can confirm because I've met her. I sincerely love Kristin, and I love that when she talks about makeup, I feel like she comes at it with the 1-2 punch of I know a lot about high-end and I know a lot about drugstore, so boom, like it's everything you need. She's from Wisconsin. If I have any Wisconsin viewers who haven't found her, I think you will relate to her on another level. The feelings that I get when I watch her would be comfort, warmth, cheeriness, positivity. You know, sometimes you'll run across a person and you'll wonder, like, are you genuinely into what you're talking about? You won't wonder that with Kristin. Like, her discussing makeup seems so natural, and if her and I are put into the same room discussing makeup, like, we may never go to bed. She's knowledgeable, she's fun, she's funny, and I have just nothing but love for her. So check out KristinGehm. Check out Lola Marie 7. Here's one on my list that, like, I know she's busy. I'd love it if she'd post more videos. Because she, her personality is to die for. She is hilarious. My initial connection to her, she's actually from very close to my hometown, like back in the West Central Illinois area. And when I started watching her, I mean, I just felt this immediate connection to her. She runs a salon. She's just had a little baby, actually, and she has 2 kids who are a little older. She genuinely cracks me up when I'm watching her videos. Like, just, I love the casual nature to them. Whenever I watch her, I feel like, here's old YouTube again. Okay, I can relax. Gorgeous. Everybody I'm talking about is stunning, but like I love to hear what kind of products she's using. I loved her pregnancy updates when she was doing that more recently. I would watch all her like Stitch Fix updates. I mean, like when she's got a video on my feed, I am watching. I don't care what she does. Just talk on the road while you're in your car. Like, she's so funny. NurberXO, whose channel is now Neurology. Nur has done some deep stuff lately. Nur has, I mean, I'll let her tell the story from her video, but she has been in a very dark place and has come out on the other side. And her video to watch on that topic, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, is fascinating. It's on her Neurology channel. I'll link to everything below, by the way. Everybody will be linked. She is gorgeous. She is smart. She is a masterful communicator. Like, absolutely just, I mean, I could take lessons. She's fantastic. It's a different kind of content. Like, I mean, I would love her to hop on and like share some beauty favorites. Sure, I'm always interested in that. But I mean, she's doing some very important content on her channel right now. So I would say go find her and take a minute to watch that. Erica Jones. Erica Jones has had her channel for quite some time, and I'm loving her vlogs that she's posting. She will sprinkle in some beauty like favorites here and there. Basically, I want to know everyone's beauty favorites. I don't care what the heck it is that you do on YouTube. I want a beauty favorites video every so often, just so I know. I'm also a person who wants to like just peek into people's purses on the street. What are you wearing? I love how every person I'm mentioning on this list is completely different from the next, and Erica is my Southern Belle of my YouTube life here. She's from Kentucky. I mean, she talks like it. I love some of the references like she makes, like little phrases that she says, like kill me. I love her laugh. She is 100% joy. I got to meet her at my Macy's meetup last year, and it was like, I cried, like I just cried. I couldn't believe she was there. I feel like everybody I'm talking about here, it's not just that they make good videos, but there's some X factor coming off of all of them that I aspire to like take a little bit and like, can I put a little bit in me? Her level of joy, her level of kindness, and just sweetness that comes out of her. You will see it when you watch her videos. And then she's got that southern accent that just like icing on the cake. I love it. Miss Krystal Makeup, I've been watching her for the longest time. I'm finding something I love so much that she does are like the grocery hauls, or she'll talk about what she's eaten in a week, like week's worth of meals, food type stuff from her. I don't know, it just really resonates with me, but she's super down to earth, so sweet. I feel like a lot of things that she's talked about I like some recommendations I'll take from her and I figure out that I like them, but sometimes I'll just start watching her and I'll realize, oh, we were on the same page about this and this and this. I mean this in the most wonderful way possible. She seems like just a normal friend, you know, like a normal person in the world, not like, I'm a wild YouTuber. Down to earth wonderfulness. I really appreciate that she's on here. This next one was the absolute sign that I felt like I got that I needed to do this video now. Panacea 81. Lauren Luke. We're talking the OG of us OGs here on YouTube. She posted a video like a day ago. I stumbled across it and it was just her kind of casually talking to the camera and I felt like, oh my gosh, like I love her. I feel like I could listen to her for hours on end if I had the time. And that's the struggle with a lot of this is like, I don't have time to really watch YouTube all day, but you know, if I'm doing something during nap time, I can like turn on a couple videos, or while I'm getting ready here, I've been like just making a point to turn on so many videos and just kind of get back in touch with some of these people. And she is one of them who like, I want to rediscover, I want to go back and watch some of her older stuff, but she got on as doing kind of a life update and she kind of explained the fact that she'd been through some ups and downs. She is working another job, but she put it out there like, what would you like to see from me? And I mean, her comments section was filling up with people who were excited to see this. And I mean, if you know who I'm talking about and you were around like at the start of YouTube and the start of beauty YouTube, you will be excited to know that she did post that video a day ago and she's potentially looking to get back at it. And I think, you know, all the encouragement she could get would be great because she is so like genuine and sweet and kind. She would just like casually, like I think standing in her kitchen, just talking to her camera, updating everyone on where she's been. And she's like, yeah, I've still got some makeup back there. And I'm not doing her accent well enough at all. I'm not even gonna try. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, if you are a beauty YouTuber, or you love watching beauty YouTubers and you want to see who the mother of all of us beauty YouTubers is, I think it might be her. Are you my mommy? Yes, you are. Sam Sherman. Talk about a gorgeous, like mystical fairy human being. Like she looks like an actual goddess. She's got these beautiful blue eyes, stunning hair. Her skin looks like it's just glowing. She is a vision. She has been around on YouTube a long time. Like I watched her in very, very early days. And I'm in a point of rediscovery of her and also the next one I'm talking about here, xsparkage, Leisha. She's got an adorable little girl named Violet. Belle's middle name is also Violet, so we are connected for life. But you know, back to Sam, like just the sweetest, like kind of fun, light personality. She had her Sherman show vlogs. I found myself thinking about Sam a lot before Eve was born, and I was thinking, well, Sam's got 2 kids and she's still doing YouTube, so I guess I can keep this thing going. But like I was just watching her product recommendations. I love the little stuff that she'll just throw in there, like Spencer Pratt's Snapchat. Like how did that come into the mix? She was talking about hummingbirds. I watch her and I want to throw so much more love her way than just the like button, you know, on YouTube. And same with Leisha. I feel like Leisha has really been bringing it content-wise. Like when my channel was a lot younger, like I remember her channel too as always being like kind of one of those inspirational channels. It's sort of like Julie G because I've always been learning. I've never come into this beauty landscape as a pro, and I would never tell you that I am today either. I'm just like kind of, you're getting my continual journey of learning here. And I felt like Leisha was one of those people where, okay, do I want to really see how to actually do this eye look? Like go and watch her, or go and watch Julie. Or Tiffany too, you know, just like amazing application and creativity. And she's just always had this fun, like bright edge to her. But the sweetest personality, like I feel like mom to mom, we would get along along so well on that level too. I've never had the chance to meet her in person, but I kind of feel like I know her after all these years, you know, kind of doing the same thing. But guys, that's my list. That is my list of OG beauty YouTubers that I love and support, that I hope you love and support as well. The challenge when you do sort of a list like this is that you know you're always gonna like forget someone. Like you're trying to remember this whole massive group of people and it's hard. But these are people, everyone completely different from the next. All of them just true individuals. Every person has inspired me in some way that I've mentioned. Everyone has brought something wonderful to this platform. I admire them all. I respect them all. If I could like just go on some sort of a retreat with all of them, like that'd be great. Not in the woods, preferably somewhere nice. But these people here, I give them massive credit for helping lay this foundation of what the beauty community is on YouTube. They are a massive part of this story, you know? And I would hate for people to be super into YouTube and not know who these names are, because you should. So thank you so much for your time. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments section of OG YouTubers that you just love and support. Again, I will be linking to everyone's channel below so you can easily check them out, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, tell them Emily Noel 83 sent you. Bye guys.